Hi there, I am Coach Martin, the X-Pac Guru, and in today's video we're going to talk about when not to take an X-Pac. Now you're watching this because you really want your X-Pac, and I know the feeling, but sometimes it's not good to take an X-Pac. Some of the most addictive personalities are narcissists, psychopaths, and the like. And when they break up with you, when they discard you, it's a whole other topic, but when they are done with you, you feel this intense longing even stronger. That's because that you're used to the abuse and you can't get the abuse anywhere else. No one else compares. So if we take a look at the gentleman Will Smith, this is probably staged, this whole thing, because the Oscars need some views because they have 0 views. Everyone's on YouTube here with me, and so they need to boost those views. But Will Smith, we've known him since we were kids. He's a Fresh Prince. He's such a stand-up guy, right? However, he is in an emotionally abusive relationship. He's so in love with this Jada, and she keeps rejecting him and discarding him, stringing him on and then discarding him again, sleeping with someone else and then getting back together with him. And they did split up, or they did separate a couple of times, and he couldn't stay separated. He's a Hollywood actor. He could have any woman in the world. That's not true, but he could have a lot of women out there. He's an A-list Hollywood actor. However, he wanted Jada. He also has a family with her, so of course it's understandable, but based on her behavior, he should have left a long time ago. Or the times that they were split up, they should have stayed split up. So, what can we learn from this? Sometimes when you're just pining for that ex that's left you, you really need to make sure that there isn't or there wasn't abuse in the relationship. Whether it's physical is very clear, but if there's verbal or emotional abuse, is very important to take that into consideration, because that's going to happen to your kids as well if you have kids with this person. So it's not a good person to be in a relationship with. That being said, it's also something that happens to both genders, and especially domestic abuse is a huge issue. It's very overlooked in men. So men, we're often told we have to just be not told, but we're kind of expected to be strong and resilient, and therefore we overlook emotional abuse in relationships. So if you're in a similar situation as Will Smith, maybe with a little bit less attention on your relationship, and this person leaves you, even though you feel you love them, but if they are abusive and if they're not aware of it, if you can make them aware of it, there's hope. But if you can't make them aware of it, you need to get away, because no matter how you feel right now, it's never going to get better. Another thing that a lot of people don't know about, we always think we're getting better all the time. So something people don't know about abuse and personality disorders and that kind of thing, bipolar, all that stuff. I'm not saying bipolar people are bad at all, or like the others can be, but these issues get worse with age. I myself have ADHD. I didn't find out until this year, or actually last year, because these things, they get worse with age if they go untreated. So looking back, it totally made sense. I'm born in '85 and I grew up in Denmark, so it's not. It wasn't popular back then. ADHD wasn't really on in the book, so they weren't diagnosing it yet. But now I see as an adult, oh my God, I had this my whole life, and taking steps to balance it really helps me a lot. I know other people in my life as well who have suffered from different neurological things, so not exactly neurotypical, but these things, they tend to worsen with age. In this case, if you look at this Jada person, whatever she is doing, her manipulation or emotional abuse or whatever it is, it's getting worse, right? It's getting worse. It gets worse with age. So if you're thinking this person's going to change, I've got news for you. If they're bad now, they're only going to get worse from there, unless they are totally self-aware and realize that they need help. They need to work on their issues and stop doing what they're doing. Then there's hope, right? But if that person is just thinks they are right in leaving you, thinks they're right in the abuse they've dealt you, and I understand you want them back. I'm not judging you for that. I'm not saying just leave. It's not that simple. Just leave. Just don't contact them. It's not that simple. However, try to get all the help you can to not get back into an abusive relationship, no matter how much you miss them right now, because it's only going to get worse. Look at Will. Look at the chances he had to get out. I think the first chance was like 10 years ago, almost, and it's just steadily been going downhill. She's not only abusing him privately, but it's going on in front of the whole world, where she's telling him that she likes other guys and like he sucks in bed and stuff like that on TV. Like, he's a public figure. Imagine how much that hurts to see. And he's a very emotional guy, right? He's a very vulnerable guy. He's always like crying and like tearing up, and like there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that he's clearly hurting. So don't put yourself in that situation. If an abuser breaks up with you, take the chance and get out while you can. If you need help doing that, the best way to get an ex back is actually to get over them. So if you want to get over them, then get my emergency breakup kit down below here. I'll teach you exactly how you can overcome these feelings you're feeling right now, so that your ex can either come back to you, or if they're abusive, you can get away from them once and for all. And that doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It applies to everyone. So have a good one, stay strong, and see you in the next video.